Carol, where's my number 2 brush? No, not the number 4, the number 2 brush. Carol, did you go in that cosmetics truck and get that? Did you get the right one? Well, wait, no, not that one. Carol, I'm trying to...
Hi.
Oh, Ellen!
Well, just a little posy. I thought you might...
Carol, do something useful for a change. Would you please put this in water or something?
Sorry,
Thank you, dear. And find the number 2 brush, please. Ellen, I've had to get ready.
I'm just a bit concerned. We're halfway through the show now.
Yes.
We're a bit running out of time.
Yes, I know. I'm doing my best.
Well, it just might save a few moments if I just came in and chatted what we might chat about when we actually get out and on there.
Oh, yes,
Is that okay?
Yes,
I thought it would be quite intriguing because, I mean, you're used to playing glamorous parts. Here you are playing Mrs. Cratchit, which is a bit of a sort of...
Oh, in the Muppet Christmas Carol?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's a stretch. Well, an actress must do anything one can.
Almost anything?
My public demands any roles moi can do. In any attire, and that's the way Mrs. Cratchit is.
You see, the funny thing is we've got such a lot in common because, you know, you were born on a farm and I was an agricultural student. I thought we might talk about common roots.
Yeah, well, I don't think so, Ellen. I'd rather not talk about my upbringing.
Why?
Well, my mother and I... Well, I'd rather not talk about it, please.
Fine.
All I know right now, I'm trying to get ready for your show here. I only have 3 hours.
But you look so good.
I better get a tight shot in your show after all this work.
You will. Can we talk about Michael Caine, who plays the role of Scrooge in the Muppet movie? Was there any kind of off-screen or even on-screen romance between you two?
Why, Alan, is it something that you were jealous about?
Well, I don't know, I just thought, you know, maybe you two had something going, was all.
That's a nice fit.
It
goes around the ears nicely.
Well, I have it trimmed now and again.
Oh, it's yours?
Yeah, are you going to take the rollers out before you come on?
Oh, of course, I'm sorry, dear. Yes, the rollers will go. And Michael Caine was wonderful to work with, though.
Were you able to...
hold my hand some more,
That's very kind. Were you able to teach him anything about...
Easy.
Sorry.
Just the hand, not the finger.
Sorry, it's a very warm hand.
Yes, it is. Pigs are naturally warm.
Was it... Oh, you know, I just go over a quiver when you look at me like that.
You're trembling, Ellen.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, you're trembling and... Yuck. Perspiring.
Did Michael Caine learn anything from, do you think, in acting technique?
No, we as actress and actor, we are on a par. We had many discussions in the trailer for many hours.
But this must have led to jealousy, surely, on the part of Kermit. I mean, he's had this crush on you. Well, you've had a crush on him for a long time. I mean, did it not sort of get him boiling a bit?
Well, of course, frogs are extraordinarily jealous. That's why they're green. But we're used to that. We have a relationship. We understand each other.
But he gives you a screen kiss in the movie. I mean, was that...
He gives me more than that, kid.
What?
Just the movie, we kiss all over. But when the camera's not rolling.
Well,
you do understand, don't you, Ellen?
Deeply. I love it when he snorts at me. I'd always
Kermit does too.
Does he? I'd always thought he didn't reciprocate your love.
I'm sorry?
Reciprocate.
I don't know what about that, but he does.
Got to go. Look, we've got a show on it. What I'll do is, while you're finishing off and getting the rollers out, shall we show a clip?
Oh, please, yes, please.
Of your screen kiss?
Yes, but I'm trying to find my... You do that while I find my lipstick.
Right.
It's funny, I have no lips.
It's the screen kiss. Come here, I'll find...
Okay, I'll find something else.
Right, where are your eyelashes?
I don't know. They're on me, aren't they? I only have 2 pair. Where's my other pair of eyelashes?
Run the clip,
you get your hands out of there?
I'm sorry.
Run the clip. Oh, Carol!
It's a season when the saints can employ us. Fa-la-la, to spread the news about peace and to keep love alive.
Come along, son.
Yeah.
Let's go see if Christmas dinner is ready yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Daddy!
Woo! Oh, Merry Christmas, girls. Merry Christmas, Peter. Merry Christmas.
Children. Oh, now it's time to set the table. Go ahead.
Wait for me.
Merry Christmas, Emily.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Cratchit.
And me.
Oh, how touching. Well, even Miss Piggy is still acting the superstar. I'm delighted to be joined by a leading man who plays Bob Cratchit and by the storyteller of the Christmas Carol himself. Here with the man who made it all possible, Brian Henson, our Gonzo and Kermit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, too. You're lovely. We love you. Thank you.
Brian, just excuse me for a moment, because Kermit, I have to... You get my sympathy. She is not an easy woman to act opposite, is she?
That's very true, Alan.
Oh,
I mean,
say that again.
how do you cope with the temperament?
Oh, well, we have the occasional little stress on the set, but we generally do okay, so long as she gets her way.
Gonzo, this must be incredible for you, because from being what I suppose originally was a bit of an also-ran in the Muppets, very much a sort of subsidiary character, here you are playing Charles Dickens in this one. It's very esoteric, I'd have thought. Very classic role for you, isn't it?
Excuse me, did you say also ran?
Well, not for very long, Brad.
I come on here and I get insulted first thing. I've been working. I've been doing these acts for years.
But they used to fire you out.
Giving and giving.
They used to fire you out of a cannon. I mean, you've come a long way since then, haven't you?
What's wrong with a cannon? That's a wonderful act. It's art. It's culture. But, you know, this was a chance, Alan, to go ahead and do some dramatic work. You know, so I did a lot of studying.
Did you study Dickens? Did you read the complete works?
Yes, I did. Well, I read part of it. I read A Tale of One City.
Brian, the thing that strikes me is, I mean, I've been locked there in makeup with Miss Piggy, one of your characters.
That's the boss.
Here
I know, it's Brian Henson.
Here you are. You're coping with all these egos. How the dickens do you manage?
Well, they're an interesting lot. They're all very eccentric and very different. And
not talking about
Piggy's
us,
probably the hardest. Gonzo's very easy because he'll do anything. Well, don't you, Gonzo? He does anything. He does all his own stunts.
How's he all his own stunts?
It's very hard to find small blue furry stuntmen.
And the nose is difficult to match, too.
Gonzo, did you have to audition for the part of Charles Dickens, or did he just give it to you because of your acumen?
Well, I don't know. It was something about there was a part for every character, and there was nothing left over for me, so they wrote Dickens in.
We tried to put Gonzo. We put Gonzo in the most unlikely part he could play, the most absurd combination.
He's also the character that they all
pretend... That's another insult, isn't it?
No, that's not.
That's two.
They also pretend not to see you, Gonzo. Kermit, it must be very hard to ignore Gonzo when he's there.
Or it's impossible to ignore Gonzo when he's anywhere.
But Kermit is a very good actor, so he can handle it.
Oh, sure. We just pretended like he wasn't there, and it worked out very well.
Here we are in Dickens' London, Brian. I mean, it must have been a bit like coming home, wasn't it? The Muppets was always filmed in London, and now here you are back for the movie.
Yeah, it's really been our favorite place to produce, particularly when it's a high-concept piece, a sort of fantasy piece, which this is. But certainly the Muppet Show was all shot here, and one of the last three Muppet movies was shot here, and Dark Crystal and Labyrinth were done here. So this is sort of home for us.
It's also, for you, a big step. Your father died a couple of years ago. You took on the huge mantle that he left. It's the first film that you've directed. You must be chuffed to have got to this far, and it's turned out well.
Yeah, I think it was real pleasant for all of us. It was a real sort of celebration. I think there was a hard time for the company and for all of us just after my father died, but doing this film was really fantastic, I think, for the whole group to be able to carry on.
We had great fun.
Terrific time.
Well, you've got a great man to play your lead. I mean, playing Scrooge,
yes.
You've got Michael Caine.
Oh, he was the greatest.
What a pro.
Yeah, what a charming fellow. He loves frogs.
Does he?
Yeah, sure.
Is he not a bit difficult? I mean, they tend to be, you know what Miss Piggy's like, and a bit temperamental. I mean, what's Mr. Caine like?
Well, Mr. Caine is a human being, and he's not a pig.
But he's very realistic. For a human being.
Right. Yeah.
Did you rate him as an actor? Is he a good actor?
He's a very good... he taught us many, many things.
He's very, very good. Well, that's for one thing. Tell him that one.
Well, Michael Caine, if you'll notice in a lot of his films and close-ups, he never blinks.
That's right, and we have taken on that technique. We have decided to copy it because it's worked so well for Michael.
We won't be blinking throughout this entire interview.
Watch the whole segment. We are not blinking.
I intend to watch. Let's have a look at a clip and just see if Michael Caine blinks. Well, this is Michael Caine singing. Michael Caine doesn't do much of this.
This is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. People preparing feasts, giving parties, spending the mortgage money on frivolities. One might say that December is the foreclosure season. Harvest time for the moneylenders.
Boss, action. Tell him, Mr. Yeah, come on. Do it now.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, it's gotten colder. Yeah. Any bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal for the fire.
We can't do the bookkeeping. Yeah, all of our pens have turned to inksicles. Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly...
unemployed? This is my island in the sun.
I believe you've convinced them once again, Mr. Scrooge.
Michael Caine not singing.
You know, Alan?
Yeah?
Alan, he does actually sing in the movie, and I think people are going to be very surprised to hear him sing.
Yeah, it's his first time.
I know that he was very surprised.
He was surprised when he found he could sing.
Yes.
Oh, he really enjoyed it. He really rose to the occasion. He loved it.
What stuns me, I mean, I felt terribly nervous about meeting you all today, was because, I mean, you really have had every top name on your shows. It's really quite... I mean, Kermit...
Oh, it's a burden, I'll tell you.
But do you two get nervous? Because I do when I meet these, you know, people like you. I mean, it worried me a bit.
Well,
sometimes, sure.
No, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, you know, we were nervous, but then we had the hors d'oeuvres upstairs
That's
beforehand,
right,
and
yes.
the vegetable puffs just really laid us low.
But
We're very calm now.
Can we talk about this? Because, I mean, just between ourselves, who were the most difficult stars you've had to work with?
Oh, now we're getting into gossip.
Well,
come
on, you know.
Well, you know, we've had pretty good luck with most of our stars. I couldn't pick a very difficult one. You know, I mean, Miss Piggy can have her moments.
There is one. Yeah, that is the only one. I wouldn't want to mention any names, but her initials are Miss Piggy.
The thing
She can be brutal.
The thing I find about it is you don't just know what's going to happen. I mean, it's all sunny and swimming, and then suddenly she'll explode.
That's right. The least little thing can set her off.
Yeah.
Pork everywhere.
But I mean, she seems absolutely mad passionate on you, Kermit. You had to give her a kiss in the film we saw there.
Yeah, tell us about your romance.
Listen, I have to say, can I say this?
Do.
I just want to tell everyone that it's only a movie. No matter what the pig may say. What are you laughing at? We have no...
Nothing at all.
We have no...
Go ahead and finish, Kermit.
We have no relationship outside of our professional one.
She told me otherwise. She said that you kissed her everywhere.
What do you suppose she meant by that?
I just thought you might know.
Yeah, we thought you might know, Kermit. Maybe you could tell us here on live television all over England.
I have this great suspicion that you play hard to get on screen, but actually, off screen, there's actually a bit of a ding-dong going on there.
A what? That must be a British expression. I'm not familiar with
sure, play dumb. That's good.
I think it's safer.
We'll fall for that.
I think it's safer.
I think it's an unlikely combination of a pig and a frog, I have to say, don't you?
Well, I do too. That's why I'm telling you it will never happen.
Oh,
Kermit,
well.
would you like me to save you?
Yes.
I'll do something different right now.
Okay.
Please go see our movie. Please. I may never work again. There's nothing else I'm suited for but this stuff.
That was effortless, wasn't it?
Wasn't
so
it?
subtle.
But
He slid right into that.
I have to say, Brian, I mean, his portrayal of Charles Dickens is the like of which I've never seen before. It's uncanny.
It's a real stretch for me. You know, being kind of genuine emotionally is a real stretch for me.
So it's the Muppets in Christmas Carol. Is it true to the Dickens story of the ghosts of Christmas past and present and future coming in?
Well, in truth, it's very faithful. We, by bringing Gonzo in as Charles Dickens, he was able to actually take a lot of the narration from the original, pretty much verbatim, and it creates for a very faithful adaptation that's perhaps more accessible to a wider audience than
Perfectly
before.
accessible.
Except, of course, that we have lots of barnyard animals playing all the parts.
That's what
Well,
Other than
the rats and
that,
mice.
it's
they've
great
been doing that
theatre.
at the National Theatre for years. It's been great to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Henson, Kermit and Gonzo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you. We'll see you in the theater. Please go. Please go see it.
Okay. We'll go see it. Brian, thank you.